Yes, Leo rising.
Conjure the cocktail. I'm Prairie Rose, and I'm a booze writer, cocktail and spirits expert, trained sommelier, and I'm a little bit witchy.
And I'm Angela Lovell. I'm a psychic medium. I'm adding animal communicator to the list as of recently. I tamed a squirrel, among other things. I tamed a squirrel. She's not actually tamed. She's an outdoor squirrel who purchased them.
She's feral. She's just wild.
Yes, and I have been channeling lost pets like crazy this summer, which I didn't know I could do till I did it. It was very heavy to channel lost pets when, it's a hard thing. But yes, animal communicator, witch, and I'm a little bit boozy.
Yes. So we've taken a few weeks off. We had a little summer hiatus.
Yeah.
And
celebrate Virgo, Prairie.
Yes, I took a little vacay, which it was greatly needed, and went away for my birthday, and am back in Los Angeles and filming outside because it's still light out. It's still pretty.
It's nice. It's dark on the East Coast. It's dark on the East Coast. I mean, it's dark everywhere right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it is dark everywhere right now, literally.
Yeah. Yes. The darkness of the soul, yes.
Which is why we need alcohol and spirituality.
Yes. Alcohol and magic.
Yeah.
This is the first drink I had after overdoing it for my Virgo cousin's birthday.
Oh, God. So,
yeah.
Speaking of Virgo, so our theme this week is
Virgos and Mabon and Virgos.
And Mabon, which I don't really know much about, so I'm excited to learn more about Mabon. So
it's a fun one.
Yeah, I've got my Virgo glass. I know it's back,
nice.
But I'm gonna make the signature Virgo cocktail in this. Our Lady Sangria. We have a sangria recipe up on our Instagram that was in honor of the Virgo season. And we're going to do a little tweak today in honor of Mabon and harvest coming up with some apple magic.
Apple magic. I am so excited to talk about this one thing that I don't know if I'll be able to actually rally people to do it, but it was one of the most wonderful it's one of the first witch things I ever did. I was like in second grade. But to start, so Mabon is kind of like, what?
Talk about baby witch.
Baby witch, yeah. Two of my best friends, one was born in the hospital the day before me, and our moms became best friends, and then we became best friends, which is like amazing because our planets are almost exact. She grew up to be a witch, and my best friend I went to school with also was a witch. So we were all witches. Which when I do past life readings, people are always freaking witches. Witches are always witches.
Yeah.
People say anybody can be a witch, and I think you gotta really want to be a witch. I don't think you can just. There's a lot of witching going on right now, which I'm totally pro. So
absolutely, it's in the zeitgeist. Yeah. There's the witchery in the zeitgeist, Wicca. Right, I'm gonna jump into this sangria.
Yeah.
It's like a single serving sangria. So we have a large batch cocktail recipe on our Instagram, but this is if you are just at home quarantining by yourself and you're like, I really want some sangria for myself, then it's possible. You don't need to make a big batch of it. I mean, it's nice to have a batch of it that you can like put in the refrigerator, and the fruit does get a chance to soak in all that booze. And so that is the lovely part of sangria, is you got, another chance to get drunk on.
Yeah, on the dessert part of it. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of drink. I guess I'll just eat all this booze-filled fruit.
So I'm using this beautiful Napa Valley red Pinot Noir. It's Belliana, and they just sent this to me. So I haven't tried it, but it looks like a Pinot Noir is, you want something sort of medium bodied. A lot of times you want a Spanish red, but you don't have to use Spanish red. This is from Edna Valley in Napa Valley. And yeah, and so I'm going to start with the fruit first. So we've got the apples. That's our new addition. But I've got some berries, strawberries, and blueberries in here. So, and I actually like to use them frozen.
I do
So
too. Because
it's
then they work like ice cubes.
they work like ice cubes. Yeah. And they can cool it down. And that's the advantage of doing like a single serving, that you could have some frozen fruit in there. So my sangria is always really simple. I use always a brandy, a little bit of orange liqueur, a little bit of lemon juice. That's it. We have a tea. This is like a chamomile infused tea, an infusion that that's another addition that's really nice. But this time we're also in honor of Mabon and the harvest coming up. I'm using a pear brandy, and this is from St. George Spirits in Northern California. This is all very California. So the harvest is all about, right, locality, using the abundance around you.
Yes.
Yes, so that's part of it, is using
And
fresh.
celebrating. Yeah. Celebrating the abundance.
Yeah.
Welcome
So
to fall.
we're just gonna do a half an ounce of this pear brandy. And then the orange liqueur I have is Cointreau, which is always a great go-to. Half an ounce of that. And then we're doing a full ounce of this tea infusion, this chamomile tea. All the ingredients are going to be up in our notes. So that's a full ounce of that. And this goes against everything that I preach, but I did not have a lemon. I know I'm in Los Angeles.
I am shocked to see you with that. I am fucking shocked.
Don't tell anybody. Of course, this is on the internet, so this is like forever. But don't do this, but I'm doing it. So half an ounce of real lemon juice.
Nice.
This pains me, but I need some acid. So in a pinch. And then we're topping it with, I'm just gonna eyeball it.
Yeah, you're a pro.
I'm a pro. And I know I'm gonna put some ice cubes in there and also top it with a little bit of bubbly water.
Ooh.
I like some bubbles in my sangria.
Yep.
So this also isn't very sweet. I'm not adding sugar or anything. You can add a little maple syrup or agave syrup if you want, or simple syrup. Or
that's nice too, the maple syrup with Virgo and Mabon.
oh yeah, maple, right? Maple. Let's just pretend I added maple in there because
yes,
that goes well.
Happened.
So we'll alter the recipe a little bit. And then you add some ice, and you do want to stir it up a little bit. But that's it.
I love it.
Cheers, witches.
Cheers, witches. I'm drinking vodka soda.
Oh.
Fun fact about vodka. Is it delicious? It looks delicious.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's so funny because I'm always surprised. I'm like, that's good.
So good.
Like, I'm not a professional. Like, I've done this a million times.
I don't make my living making cocktails. Yeah, I'm drinking vodka because I ate my dinner too quickly and it gave me gas. And a lot of people don't know that really good vodka, like Grey Goose or Ketel One, the more distilled it is, the better it is at relieving gas. And I mean, like,
you know why?
What?
You know why?
Why? The distilling?
It's the filtration. So a lot of times filtration involves charcoal.
Oh my God.
So you know what else does is Tennessee whiskey. They do a charcoal filtration, and charcoal, if you do have digestive issues, you may know that charcoal helps with a lot of that kind of stuff. So I think that
that's why. Yeah. Eating vegan will really give you, I mean, I have lots of, I am type A blood. We have harder problems with lots of cruciferous foods, but I love them and I'm determined to force them into my body and out of my body.
I just can't digest them, but you know.
Oh, it looks so pretty. I wish I was in the garden with you soon.
Oh, I wish you were here too. I can't wait until we can be together.
My whole family, like, California's burning. You're going to buy a house in Florida, right? And I'm like, I will set myself on fire before I buy a house in Florida. Like, not in a million years.
Yeah,
California could literally all be on fire.
We're going to do a little, the rain spell, right? We
have, yes,
You posted the rain spell already on Instagram. Did you?
No, I didn't yet.
You didn't? Never mind.
I sent you the. Yeah, I have to channel it first because I try to get the spells from my guides. But it's one that people can do. I think what came through is shower and bath. So it's going to be really easy and something we can all do every day.
We need it, man. We need
Provided you're bathing every day, which many people aren't. I heard. My mom told me an NPR article or something said she said that people are just washing their groins and armpits and getting out of the shower.
That's hilarious.
I was like, well, now's the time. Now's the time.
I mean, that's probably true, you know?
It probably is. Not for me. I have to like floss and clean everything, and my bed is immaculate. It's a real shit.
I've actually been more fastidious with my cleanliness at home, just like making my bed every day, keeping my room clean every day. And I think it's because I have to look at it every day.
Yes. Well, also the sun is in Virgo. Should we talk about Virgo first or Mabon?
Let's talk about Virgo because we have already been in Virgo season for a while, been feeling it. I'm a Virgo, if no one knew. This is my
Such
sun.
a Virgo.
Virgo, Leo rising, Aquarius moon. But and we were gonna do this when I was in Arizona around my birthday, and it was just like, it just was.
And I was like, have your birthday. You were with your mom. Who fucking cares? You know?
And it's my mom's birthday today too. Another Virgo.
Yes. It's so great that you're both Virgos. It's so sweet.
Sort of, but yeah.
A lot of earth. But at least you're the mutable. I think I've told you this, that there are 4 mutable signs. There are fixed signs. There are, oh my God, cardinal signs. I'm drinking now too. And you're the mutable earth. I'm the mutable fire. Pisces is the mutable water. And what's the other? Air. You know, the one I like. My favorite one. Gemini. God damn it. All of a sudden, I also ate a long time ago. So mutables love each other. The mutables are my favorites.
Yes. I mean, I feel that.
You want on any project, you need a mutable because we're usually the creative mind. We're usually like the weirdo who's going to think outside of the box. But yeah, Virgo especially, you're ruled by Mercury, which so is Gemini. And so you're really, really good with language. Mercury is the planet of communication.
So there's a lot of Virgo writers, I know.
Yes. My God, Stephen King. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones.
And also musicians like Beyonce, Michael Jackson, and yeah, there's a lot of
Amy Winehouse is today. Amy Winehouse and your mom have the same birthday.
I know.
I know that documentary. Yeah, but Virgo is the detail, the detail-oriented sign of the zodiac. Virgo sees everything. Virgos are usually a germaphobe. Yes, I know. You'll get you can get very fixated on like germ stuff. I was Virgo. I was almost pure Virgo just 2 lifetimes ago. So like sun, moon, I had 7 planets in Virgo. So, and because sometimes you'll say to me like, that's so Virgo. And I'll be like, yeah, it's still with me. Like it's still real. And I'm a germaphobe, and there's nothing else in my chart that would make me germ all the time with the Virgo stuff when I feel it come back. But I don't mind. I would like to be a Virgo again, honestly. I mean, Virgos get shit done. You guys you'll be the project leader, and then just be like, everybody just stop working, I'll do it.
Well, see, that's to our fault, I think.
It is. It really is.
Delegate as a Virgo because you're so particular that you're like, it would be better if I just did it, which is not a great. That's not very collaborative. And yeah, it can be to a fault. But I feel like Virgo is the sign that does get bagged on a lot because it is so particular and picky, and we're very fastidious, and and so a lot of the traits that it seems sort of negative, but I love, Angela, I feel like you always have a great spin on Virgos that are really positive. It makes me feel good about being a Virgo because I was crap about it my whole life.
I know. Well, it's funny too because sometimes when I feel my Virgo, I'm like, I have been told by partners and friends, like, you hold me to your standard and I'm just not there. And I'm like, well, then get here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's Virgo. Like, get on my level, motherfucker. And it doesn't work like that, but it's very Virgo, I think, in the insisting and the, well, I can do it, why can't you, is like the Virgo mentality. And Virgo is like a superhero in that sense.
Well, dating a Virgo, I think can be so great because we're really loyal, we're really
Mhm.
dedicated, and we'll have your back no matter what. But
Yeah.
it is challenging. I dated a Virgo for 4 years too. So two Virgos. We're both very different in a lot of ways, but we both liked things the way we liked them. And
Mhm.
so you just have to get to the point where you're okay with that person and their thing and you have your thing,
Yeah.
and you don't have to like the same things, and that's fine. And I
Yeah.
think I've grown up. I think it takes, some age behind you to kind of
Oh,
understand
yeah. And
that.
all the signs have their stuff. But as far as, I mean, Virgos are usually very successful. Earth signs in general, I think, are because you guys, you chomp down on what you want and you don't let go. And you just fucking go for it, which is so, and I have my Mercury and Capricorn, thank God. Because like the Earth, I think I might have told you this, how I watched Comedians in Cars getting coffee with my mom. And when she was in LA and we were tired from Disneyland or whatever the hell we did that day, so we'd get in my bed and we'd watch Comedians in Cars getting coffee. And I don't know, it was cute, it was charming, but I was like, I'm gonna do everybody's charts while I watch this. So I would do all their charts on my phone. Every one of those successful comics has Earth, like crazy. Even if like, what is it? I think it's Julia Louis-Dreyfus is something, but then she's got like a Cap. I think I can't remember what she is, but she's got like a Capricorn moon or something. So either their son, like Jerry Seinfeld and Tina Fey, Taurus, of course. The only one was Mel Brooks. He's a Cancer, Sag moon. He's the odd man out.
Interesting. I love Mel.
Sag were amazing, so it makes sense. And that's what Ryan is. My podcast partner is Cancer with Sag moon. So I was delighted to tell him that Mel Brooks. Yeah. But Earth is such a great element. And also right now with us all coming into fall and like really looking at the changes, and everybody's so happy about it getting cooler, because thanks climate change, it's very hot these days. But it's just like, it's a great time to celebrate Earth in general. And I just think Virgo is and it's hard for you guys. It's hard for you guys to like really kind of like let go of a project and then go celebrate it. But the one really good thing I love about you, you Virgos will work your ass off, and then you will play just as hard. When you finally let go and say, okay, I deserve to play, you go play just as hard. I have 2 Virgo cousins, and they are like the funnest and very good at the things they do.
I think that's a good compliment. I mean, I feel like I wonder what the per capita sort of Virgo, like how many Virgos are in New York City, because I feel like that city is such a Virgo city. It is that work hard, play hard mentality. And when I was
Yeah.
there, I felt like, you know, you either get it or you don't. Some people go to New York and they don't like it at all and they turn around. And I knew people that moved there for, a month or two, and it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
Immediately my city, like I felt it in every core of me, and it fed
Yep.
me, like energized me. I felt it. And does that make sense? Like cities that have like astrological signs.
Yeah. I think New York, because it's always fucking weird. It's the weirdest one. It's the hardest, toughest love city. But I think mutables in general like that, because we bore so easily. We need it to be weird. That's
Okay,
where we
that makes
feel at
sense.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
challenging.
in
And
general,
Virgo loves a challenge. Yeah.
it's like a
You
challenge.
guys, it's funny too, because I once said to somebody, why do you always see Geminis and Virgos together? And this was someone who has a low opinion of Geminis, and they're obviously my favorite because I won't ever shut up about them. But she said, because Virgos love to fix. They love to take on broken projects and fix them. And I was like, well, Gemini can be a mess, I don't like to fix
My,
my love.
my first boyfriend was a Gemini, and that's probably the case. Yeah, some some brokenness involved, but
That's so lovely. Yeah, but Virgos, you guys love your projects.
yeah.
You know what you love, and you are. It's so funny too because the Virgos I know, I can see you guys when you're resisting an eye roll, when you're reacting without eye rolling. like, like I'm making a decision to not roll my eyes right now, but internally I am rolling my
Not a very good poker face.
eyes. No,
Very badly at casinos.
I love Virgo. Virgo's so good. I hope I come back as a Virgo again soon because I'm sure to get a lot more shit done than all the fire. I'm just like, let's clean, let's sit, let's read, let's watch TV. A little
I mean,
pile.
you're very productive, Angela.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never, and this is my Virgo. This is just 2 lifetimes ago. It was, I mean, I died in the 1900s, so it wasn't that long. I mean, I've gotten a, I don't know if I told you this, I have an easy pass. So I get in extra fast. Okay.
Easy pass.
Yeah, I think it's because I served some time working in the land of the dead for a while. It's a great story, but yeah, I earned an easy pass, and I get to jump ahead. I get to cut the line.
We got to work in the land of the dead.
I was a crow in the land of the dead, and I would shepherd in the lost souls. And one of my dear friends, Aslan, she's a healer. She's an intuitive healer. She's very gifted. And we'd been in some workshops together, and I always felt her energy before I'd see her, and I'd feel her across the room, and then I'd see her. Like it was, you know, I knew we were connected. And she asked me one day, she goes, "How do we know each other?" I've never said anything like this to anyone. And I said, "I don't know. I worked in the land of the dead. Were you there?" And she goes, "Oh my God, I was a bookkeeper in the land of the dead." Nobody's ever said anything. That's the stupidest thing I've ever. And we were just like, of course, that's how we know each other. And yeah.
And then you were fast friends. The end.
We're best friends, bookkeeper and crows. I'm currently trying to tame a bunch of crows at my mom's house in Florida. There's
You've got
nothing.
all these animal projects over there.
Yes,
I
so
gotta
many.
get back on your stories.
Oh my God. Well, they come to the door now. A snake came to the door, a possum came to the door, and a whole flock of these Ibris birds, which are some Egyptian thing, like prairie. I post it to my stories. I need to like create a folder for wildlife, I think, or you know, a highlights folder, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, it's some Egyptian stuff, but a whole flock of them came to the yard, and it was amazing. And I was just like, where the hell did you come from? It's been wild. It's been so crazy. And then my squirrel, of course, who had babies.
Oh my God.
Cannot wait to domesticate the babies. I'm just kidding. They are wild animals. So anyway, Mabon, in the spirit of
Mabon, yeah.
Mabon.
Move on to Mabon.
So it's kind of like a pagan Thanksgiving. You're supposed to just like eat and feast and celebrate and get drunk with your loved ones.
When exactly is it?
Oh, it's this year. It's September 29th or 21st to the 29th. And it's kind of like you can plan a whole week of weird Mabon stuff, or you could just do it one night. You don't have to do it constantly. I mean, we're not pagans living in fields anymore, sadly.
And we're not
for now
right now. So
yeah, exactly. So people should. Yeah, so they can make the whole batch of sangria and drink it, and then make 2 more batches within Mabon. Yeah, it's amazing.
Somehow, guys.
It's true. It's true. It's a harvest festival. So, you know, you're celebrating the crops that were harvested. But it's like the beautiful thing is it's when the dark overtakes the light, and it's when the dark and the light are equal. So, I mean, I do things with the dark where, because I never get scared anymore since I had like my big awakening. Nothing scares me, which is so boring at Halloween when I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights, which of course doesn't happen right now. Nothing scares me anymore. But then I started working with Lilith, and we're going to do an episode on her soon. And I woke up trembling the other night, and I was petrified, and it was so amazing. But I was like, like I was seriously, I couldn't even put the seat down on the toilet because the noise would have set me over the edge. The thud of it hitting, I couldn't handle. So it's been fun. She's really taken me to task. But so
now.
Yeah, get that, eat that. I wish my vodka had some stuff in it. So it's the name is from the Welsh god who was the son of Earth, and there it's like when he goes back into the womb is the theme.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, it's very interesting. Um, so okay, so this is the thing. Pagans are supposed to harvest apples, or like the biggest thing, like to go apple picking, which next year we will absolutely do for Mabon. It'll be so fun.
that
And
is
I know, I can't wait. Next year's going to be amazing. Look at, like, because I am working my ass off in 2020, and then 2021 we'll still be working, but it'll be fun work where we like actually are around people again.
we can
And
reap the rewards of some of the work that we
yes,
put in
yes.
2020.
And I have a very good feeling because every time I give readings, I see people traveling. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to go overseas next summer. It's going to be great. It's going to all be fabulous. We're all going to live again. But so apples are amazing. And I'm going to show you guys something so super special about apples. I'm going to tell you how to use them in Magick and how, you know, put them in your sangria, eat them. I'm sure we're going to have some apple cocktails in the future too, because
Oh yeah, fall is all about that. Apples,
yes.
pears, spices, whiskey.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I love it. I can't wait to drink dark again. So it's fun. I'm anti manipulative magic for one reason. And I am like, I consider myself a very well-rounded witch. Do whatever the fuck you want, honestly. But here's the thing. When you try to manipulate someone into loving you, into giving you a job, anything like that, if you do any little thing wrong, you wreck yourself. It's a mess. And it takes forever to undo the damage. So that is why I say no to love spells. I mean, I'll tell you how to do it, and I'll even channel your guides and I have. I've read somebody. I read somebody whose family was linked to the cartel, and one of them was walking around with a centipede that nobody could see, but it was attached to her brain, and it was like a Native American headdress hanging off her. It was so eerie, and I was like, "You gotta curse her." Like, you got to curse this family. And I was just telling her what her guides were telling her, but it's wild that her healthy ancestors were like, put a curse on them. Like, and then I just tell them how to do it. I'm not anti-curse either, honestly.
Or
I mean,
you're
whatever.
not
For you.
judgmental, right? You go in.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And karma is real. I'm an 11 numerologically, sure. And my karma is done. So all my karma is instant. So if I do that, I'm just going to get the instant karma. I'll get it in this life. I don't carry it. But most people will end up carrying it. So that's why but what the whole point of this is, there is some fun, manipulative, dirty magic you could do with apples. And I'm just going to leave it here, and you can go search for it, buy some books, do some Googling. But I'm going to tell you the very easy, nice apple magic spells that will not get you all messed up for lifetimes to come. But so apples are symbolic of the harvest for Mabon, and like obviously. And you can do rituals because it's all about balance and harmony right now. It's light and dark, and it's all about your altars as well. So the colors, especially even if you don't keep an altar, I would totally suggest setting one up for this for Mabon, because it's fun. It's nice. It's a nice like reset button on a new season. And on your altar, yeah, you can do some green, even though the colors are changing, but primarily you want like red, orange, yellow, brown, and gold. You can put harvest foods on your altar. And you can also do an indoor altar and or an outdoor shrine. So on your indoor altar, you do like lots of fruit, lots of flowers, like basically very natural things. Sometimes I do put fake flowers on my altar, and it's like, well, they last forever and they're really pretty. So not for Mabon, you want to put the real stuff there. Your outdoor shrine is for the nature spirits. So this can be like the fae. This can be, I mean, this can be a whole world of crazy. But you want to get in good with them right now, because the planet is trying to evict us. So this is a great opportunity to be like, hi, I love you. Remember me. Like, think of me when you're kicking everyone else off. So you just want to set up like a little altar outside, a little shrine. You can add bird seed. You just want to put things out there that animals can eat without being harmed by them, like obviously Google that. And just give it a little blessing and just say your thanks. And ideally you'll do this in your bare feet because then you can connect to the earth. And I might have talked about this before, but I always send golden roots through my feet to her. And then I try to like hug, like I try to like wrap them around parts of her and be like, I love you with my golden roots. But it's just a nice visualization. She has stopped. When I got here, I could feel her aggression because I was in Los Angeles. We're like, where do you connect to the earth? It's very difficult. I got here and she was not having it. And I did many rituals. And now when I go out, I haven't worn shoes in I don't even know how long. But I go out barefoot all the time and just stand in the grass. I'm playing with birds and playing with squirrels. It's gotten real weird. But so the apple magic aspect of this. So apples have really great power. Apples are amazing. You can, depending on the color, depending on your intention, you can use them for love, healing, regeneration, renewal, like garden magic, earth magic, and immortality. So it's like, you can really get in there. And I'm going to show you guys something so special about apples that I love. But the immortality thing is because a single branch can bear buds and flowers and fully ripened fruit, like over and over. I think the key too with apple magic is picking an apple with the right coloring. So if you want like abundance, money, prosperity, use a green apple. If you want love and passion, manifestation, red. And yellow is good for healing, renewal, and the immortality. I picked a red yellow one because I would love all the aspects of renewal, and also I would love some passion and manifestation right now.
That's what I used for the sangria. It was like a yellow red.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, and I also, again, like love magic is weird, but like I'm going to tell you guys some fun love stuff you can do with an apple. If you want a partner, and I mean, it's that Marilyn Monroe quote in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes where she's like, yeah, you want a girl who's pretty. I want a man who's rich. How's that different? Like, oh my God. Like, wow. Right. I mean, yeah, it sure is a perk. But so let's say you want a partner who is maybe a little well off or stable, whatever, green apple. No big deal. No judgment here. Get it. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, I'm going to show you guys this really fun thing. I want to make sure you see me. All right, I'm going to cut this apple. I'll try to put it here because I want to show you another spell too that God damn it, I didn't do it far down. No. All right. Well, it's an organic apple. Oh, there it is. I'm like, and it has no seeds. Okay. So every apple has a pentagram. Can you see this? Is it like?
Oh yeah.
With
Yeah,
the
yeah,
seeds?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like a secret little pagan thing that you can get. And I mean, it's technically a pentacle because it's round. And another fun thing is pentagram is just the star of pentacles when it has the actual circle around it. Then the other thing you can do with an apple is, and I'm just going to do it with this little part. So this is a really cute little old wives' tale thing. You try to keep it all in one peel.
Oh yeah.
Do you know about this?
Done that before. Mm-hmm.
This is some just basic hoodoo fun. You want to keep it all in one peel. When it does drop, like if you fail to keep it all in one peel, don't worry about it.
It's hard to get up with a big knife.
It's a big knife. Okay, mine dropped. Well,
Okay.
this is basic.
So what does that mean?
Whatever it lands and looks like is the initial of your true love. I got a J or a C, but like that's kind of basic, right? Because I barely cut any of it.
Right.
I mean, it's a very, very obvious J.
ARC, those are very common letters for men's names.
Right?
Jason,
I don't
Chris.
think I did a very good job. I did chop this thing up. So, okay, and here's another fun thing that I'm gonna do with this apple. Take the seeds out of it. I mean, use some of it in your sangria, maybe just get a bunch of apples, whatever. But take the seeds and grind them up in your little mortal pestle and burn them for all kinds of weird shit. Like a lot of what I just said, but also it's a good time to talk to the dead, and this actually helps.
Really?
And next month in October, the veil gets very thin. And for anybody who's not like old school witch, and wow, this did not have a lot of seeds in it. Samhain is the real, oh, I can't wait to do Samhain, is the real Halloween. Or is the real term for Halloween.
So is that the same time on October 31st?
Yeah, Samhain is what, so Halloween was like stolen and called Halloween, basically, you know, because pretty much every holiday we have is ripped off from pagan holidays. So Samhain is the night, and I've had crazy experiences on Halloween. I had a thing try to pull me out of my bed. I had to trap a subhuman in the wall because it was so aggressive with me, and it really got aggressive at Samhain. But it's the whole month, the veil is so thin. So it's like a great time to talk to the dead, to call them in. I mean, you want to like check first. You just want to get a vibe on that, because some people don't want to come back, you know? And when you call them in, like people who go to cemeteries and just do all the weird witch shit on the graves, that's not okay. A lot of people don't want to be disturbed, and right. You're going into their bedrooms essentially. But yeah, we'll do some fun Samhain stuff for sure. But burning this, and I think I should let it dry, because I mean I did it, but they're just like, it's not great. They were kind of wet.
Okay. Yeah. And then you just like dry out, and then you burn. Yeah. You burn them like that.
Yeah, you put them on like a charcoal, or you know, your little altar thing, and then you just let them kind of burn. But they're really good for, look at this beautiful little, oh, I have to tell you guys my favorite thing though. Like, so pretty, right? You can even cut the apples like this and put them in your Mabon Sangria, your Virgo Mabon. Okay, so this one thing though, this is what I like, this is the thing I can't push enough. And I know we have a lot of kitchen witch viewers and you know, people who are interested in what we're doing. So when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, I did this really fun thing with my childhood best friend, witch friend. We made poppets from Granny Smith apples.
Oh yeah.
And Mabon is a really fun time to do that. And what you want, like whatever it is that you want to draw to your home, you know, like probably, I mean, a red apple, green apple, a yellow is great too. Like if you have an illness, or you just need to heal from the world turning on you, whatever color. But so you peel it and you try to keep it like a decent size. You carve a face into it, and then you put on a little stick and put little clothes on it, like make it a little witch. Yeah. We put bonnets on ours, and I think we just like bought them at the country store, where like I think we just like robbed a doll of her clothes basically. But we each made them. They were so cool.
And they shrivel up over time. They
shrivel up, and they look.
Do it to a apple, right? And then you let it like dry out, and it shrivels up, and it turns into like a little old lady.
Yes, a little old lady. Yeah, and witches are supposed to have a kitchen witch. You're supposed to have a little witch you keep in your kitchen. And I have like a lot, but I have like a lot of weird witch stuff, but I've never like named one the kitchen witch. And I'm like, maybe I should make one from Mabon and like leave my mom with my weird, because when you make something, your mom is more likely to accept it. But if you do make this poppet and you make it for a purpose and you want to like cast a spell with it, you can also do that. And then, and this makes me sad, but you burn her at Yule.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, I can't make a beautiful little old granny
Little
witch dog and
Annie
burn her.
pop it and then you set her on fire.
I know, which is very witchy, but still.
It is.
Oh my God. Also, the new moon, the day after this comes out, we have a new moon in Virgo. So we have Virgo sun and Virgo moon. So everybody set intention. It's like big reset time
Okay. So
to get done.
I know going into this week it sounds like there's some good things, right? There's a good trajectory.
Yeah. And we have some planets that finally stopped retrograding. But now, of course, Mars is retrograding. It's in Aries and it's retrograde. So it's just, I texted this to you. Everybody has hate in their hearts right now. It's very hard. Just go for walks, do yoga, do whatever. Because hate's bad for us. It's also, don't beat yourself up for feeling it because we're all feeling hate. We all want to get in a fight right now.
It's true. I can't wait to not feel this anymore.
It'll be soon. The new moon's going to help big time because
Ugh,
we're all going to turn our attention. Also, listen, don't talk right now. Everybody needs to be listening and not yelling at each other.
no.
Always
Well,
the
it's
goal.
getting dark over here in Los Angeles, as you could see. I should probably wrap it up.
Yeah. If you guys want, we have a secret Facebook group that's really fun. We should put the link in the show notes probably. But yeah, it's growing. It's really fun. You can talk to people about making weird granny apple dolls.
People are finally like contributing a little bit and adding their own to it. So but yeah, the more it grows, the better it will get. But so we'll have these apple spells and the sangria recipe in the show notes, and make sure that you're following us on the Instagram and Facebook. Join the Facebook group, and of course, follow our YouTube channel.
Please. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're watching this, please become a subscriber. That's wonderful.
Please, and tell your friends.
Yes. Tell your friends.
Yeah, and don't drink like a basic witch.
Yeah. Cheers, witches.
Witches.